This is the Archangel 2210 here to give you the Avengers discussion that I've been wanting to do for a while. Now, even though I have a picture of the animated movie that's on DVD right now, I'm actually talking about the live action film. So, this is the only picture I could kind of muster up that I have that I could put up. Because my camera, I can't find my camera, it's around somewhere. And it has the same lineup. It has Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Black Widow, and Hulk, and we're also going to be having Hawkeye. The same guy that was in Thor for like about a minute. He's going to be reprising his role as Hawkeye. So that's fantastic. The only one, like, they're confirming all the continuity for all the characters of all the actors that played them in the previous roles. The only one we're getting a different version is Hulk. So we're actually getting, this is the third Hulk we're getting. We got the Ang Lee version that was Eric Bana, and then we got the second version, which was the Incredible Hulk, which was Edward Norton, and now we got a third guy whose name I can't remember. He's that guy, a guy that popped up in a lot of romantic comedies. You've seen him in probably a few dramas, but I just don't know his name. And this film will probably get people to know his name, but right now I don't know his name. And I am super excited about this film. I'm super excited because we finally saw a teaser trailer. If you've seen the Captain America film, you saw a really quick teaser trailer. It's about a minute long, not even a minute long, probably like 40 seconds long. They don't really show what it's about. They just show the actual characters assembled and that they're together. And Thor, he's going to have a costume that pretty much is reminiscent of his Ultimate Avengers counterpart. Sleeveless shirt, no cape, pretty much like standard issue Shield agent type of thing, which is fine for me because it's like the comics. It's pretty much goes parallel with the Ultimate Avengers. Now, here's what I have to say about the Marvel movie universe, because it kind of is its own universe. Marvel movie universe is somewhere in between the Ultimate Universe and the classic universe. It's not really either one. So they take bits and pieces of both the Ultimate Universe and both the classic universe of comics, and they kind of mush them together and they kind of create their own thing, because it's kind of hard to please everybody. So you kind of have to like pick and choose your battles. The only gripe I have to say is that not really with this, but just in general with the Marvel movie universe, is that the Avengers continuity is spot on. It's fantastic, and I can't wait for this film. But I have to say, for like the X-Men continuity and the Spider-Man continuity, and that's pretty much it, and Fantastic Four continuity, all that's kind of been muddled up. And even though this is the Marvel Universe, they really can't mention those because, one, they're not owned by Marvel Studios. They've owned the movie versions. Like, I think Fox owns both X-Men and Fantastic Four, so I don't know if they can mention them. And Spider-Man's going to be owned by Sony, so I don't know if they can even mention Spider-Man or anyone in the Spider-Man universe. So it's like this whole thing is like you can't have that Spider-Man in like pop up in an Avengers film, because I don't want this to just be one Avengers film. I want this to be a full franchise of like 4 or 5 movies, easy. And then of course, you know how the Avengers are, they rotate members. Sometimes you'll see Spider-Man as a member of the Avengers, sometimes you'll see a few members of the X-Men of members of the Avengers, and you really can't do that if the continuity for those two lines are kind of like ruined, where they're not part of the Marvel Studios. So I kind of would like Fantastic Four to do a reboot, I would like I stay with me. I know some people are like, oh, who cares about the Fantastic Four? It's not really that popular. They're more family oriented. I know, but Fantastic Four is kind of the link in the Marvel universe that they interact with a lot of people. You know, the Fantastic Four, they interact because they're not really more superheroes and more adventurers, and I get that, but they interact with a lot of members. In mainly Reed Richards interacts with Professor Xavier because that's how they know members of the X-Men, because his son, I believe Franklin Jonathan Richards or Franklin Benjamin. There we go, because you know they rearranged it. Benjamin Franklin, haha. Franklin Benjamin Richards. Technically, he's a mutant, so that's why he became friends with Professor Xavier, and he studied on genetic research and all that stuff, and blah blah blah. And and the Avengers has close ties with the X-Men, and it's all connected. The whole Marvel universe is like interwoven into each other, but the way the movies are done, I kind of feel like they need to do a reboot of Fantastic Four, start from scratch, whole new cast, whole new thing. Um, Even though there's a Spider-Man movie coming out, and it is a reboot starting over, it's just that since it's owned by Sony, I don't think that they could connect that Spider-Man franchise to any Marvel franchise that they're going to do here. You know, because I know people are like, oh, that's Spider-Man, this is Avengers, who really cares if it connects? I get that, but an Avengers film is like a breath away from a type of Marvel Ultimate Alliance movie. Of course, probably give it a different title, but, you know, something along the lines where it's like House of M, or something where it's some sort of storyline where it combines every hero in the Marvel universe, not just the Avengers, but members of the X-Men, members of the Fantastic Four, and you have Spider-Man, a bunch of his allies and everything, like Daredevil, Punisher, and all that stuff, possibly Elektra. It's like you really can't do that if the continuity for the entire universe is kind of like, you know, ruined. All in all, I'm excited for the Avengers. I'm totally excited for the Avengers. I'm stoked that Joss Whedon is directing it. I am super, super, super stoked. First of all, I think he's a fantastic writer. Second of all, he's a really great director. He knows how to pull out a great performance out of an actor. He knows a person's strengths and weaknesses and how to make them even better. So I'm totally confident in Joss Whedon, and this, I think, is going to be the big explosion movie for Joss that is going to make him even bigger. It's like, I know he is like the name when it comes, because the thing is, he's a great director. He's directed Buffy and Angel, and he created Buffy, Angel, and Firefly. Now, he's also written for iconic Marvel characters, Astonishing X-Men. I'm sure he's done other stuff, but Astonishing X-Men is like the one thing is like that I truly like. Is a great read. Anyone should just. There's 4 volumes out there that he's done, with Joss Whedon and John Cassaday. That has really made me become a fan of Joss Whedon, because I really didn't understand Buffy and Angel, and I got into it after I read Astonishing X-Men. So, because it kind of made me hone in and just concentrate on his writing and the word that he had, that it really made me say, he is a great writer. He is a great storyteller. He knows how to convey a person's personality, and he totally gets, the human mind, I guess you could say. Now, I kind of hope that Avengers becomes a franchise where we get like 4 or 5 of them, and we see characters eventually in the Avengers franchise like She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, and Scarlet Witch, and Vision, and Wasp and Giant Man. Like classic Avengers characters that are in the Avengers lineup. That's what I would really love to see. And I'm sure Joss. He's probably going to make some references, to certain characters in the Marvel universe. Um, so I'm any nervousness about this movie, which there was little. There was just like tiny bit, But now, Joss totally wiped away. Totally awesome. I did hear that he was going to direct this film, like I think a couple years ago or a year ago or so, but I didn't know if it was confirmed or not. I didn't know. Like I just thought it was like a rumor. I was like, oh, I hope that's true because he's a fantastic writer. Now that it's been totally confirmed, been at Comic-Con with the cast, and he's totally excited about this film. So I was like, yes, this is not a rumor. It's officially confirmed. He's directing it. Yes, good. You know, all right. I think I said enough for today for this video. I actually want to know what your thoughts about this film. Are you excited? Are you stoked? Are you ready to watch this film? Or you feel like you could take it or leave it? You feel like it's, you had enough of the Avengers already before it even came out? Write your comments below. What do you think about the upcoming Avengers film? And what do you think about Joss Whedon directing? And what do you think about the villains that we're probably going to see in the film? Supposedly, the storyline is going to be in the Infinity Gauntlet. So that can only mean Thanos is going to be in there. Big, huge galactic battle, which can only understand why we got Thor in there. And Loki's also going to be a villain in there. Anyone else, I don't know. Loki and Thanos was already two big names. That's really all you really need. But I'm sure we'll probably get, other characters in there too. We could only wait and see. So, what is your thoughts about this upcoming Avengers film? Write your comments below and tell me what you think.